So now that we've got the motor all fixed up and it's pretty much ready to go, I just need to pull it outside to test it. We need to get the trailer put back together, fixed, all that. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be replacing this sliding hitch or receiver for a new one. And the reason why we went with the new one is because to buy all these parts is almost the same price as just buying a new one. I mean, it's, I think maybe $50 more for a new one. So you're not gonna, in our opinion, you're not gonna save any money by rebuilding it because your time's not gonna be in it. So we're just gonna go ahead and replace it. What we need to do though is, so this is the insides of it. So here's the new one, and you can just see it's just a lot nicer. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to take these fittings, this one, and this one probably, and we're just going to take them off and we're going to put them on our new solenoid. So what this thing does is when you put your truck in reverse, your truck's rolling backwards, right? So this slides backwards and it applies pressure, the hydraulic pressure to the brakes, and it stops you. So what that solenoid does is it stops the fluid from compressing, right? It lets it know like, hey, we're not braking, we are just in reverse, so let's let it roll, right? So a way to test your trailer brakes, if you have these kind of surge brakes, is just leave them unplugged to back up, and if it's hard to back up, then your brakes are good. So we're going to take these fittings off, and this is fairly simple. You guys have already seen us take this apart, but it's just 2 through pins, and you pull them out, and it's not as easy as just pulling them out most of the times. And we're going to slide the new one in. We will attach the new solenoid with our fittings, and we will not hook it up to the brake line yet because we need to bleed and make sure there's no nastiness in the brake lines before we do that. So enough of me talking. I'm going to take all this stuff over to a table and at least get it started. So let's go. All right, so I did get the slide put in. I did not put the solenoid in yet because I am a little confused about it, and I just want to make sure I'm doing it right, and our internet's not working for some reason. So what I think, so this one had this little fitting here like this, and you had an incoming and an outgoing, which is a kind of a strange design. So this is like a recirc. So when this is applied, it goes around and back into the cylinder. So I believe this goes in here. So this means I'm gonna have to take this out probably. This goes in here like this, and then this fitting goes here, and that bleed valve goes in there. It's what I believe happens. Right, incoming, outgoing. The only thing that confuses me is it says out here. So not really quite sure about that. I just want to double check and make sure that I'm doing it right. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start replacing switches. And while, of course, the batteries are like dead. So I'm trying to get those charged up. I'm not going to go over there because the fan's going because it is so freaking hot in here right now. So I'm going to go through. I got all new switches. I'm going to go through and just start replacing these ones here at the bow. And these ones up here in the console and the live well ones down there. And we'll get that all put together while the battery's charging. And then that'll probably be it for today. Like I said, it's just unbearably hot in here, and it's the weekend. But yeah, so let's get to it.